When they killed the Shechem, Dinah didn't want to come out till Shimon says he promised that he would marry him. That's okay. Ele ben Elah. Therefore, that is these are Ben Levi, Gershon Gad Merari, Gershon Gad Merari, Ben Yehuda Erbonan Bishla Prestarach V'Yamod, and Erbonan died at Briskanaim, V'Yo Ben Peres Chesumet Chamur, Ben Yisachar Tola Fuba V'Yo Peshebron, Ben Zebulun Seret Ben Machanel. These are the children of Leah, Ashirah de Yaakov that gave birth to Yaakov, V'Padan Aram, V'Dinah Bito, Dinah his daughter, V'Chonevesh Banav Notav, and all of the souls of sons and daughters, 33. So we have 33 from Leah. Ele ben Elah v'Dinah Bito. In other words, Hazekharim Talab Leah, v'Nechavot Talab Yaakov, Lametcha. Ish Amazat Tichra Yedzocharam. In other words, he related the Zecharim to Leah and Nekavot to Yaakov, Dinah. Why? Because if a lady is Mazrat Tichila is Zachar, Ish Mazrat Tichila is Nekavah. Shushim Shalosh, Ubratan Ayatam Motzira. If you count them, it's on 32. אלא יוכבד שנודע בין החומות בכנסתן לעיר, שנאמר אשיות אותו ללוי מצרים, לאותו מצרים ואין הורתו במצרים. Now, if you count them, they are not 33, they are 32. What happens to the 3? The 33rd one is Yocheved that was born on the Homa of Mitzrayim. Yocheved is very interesting. The mother of Moshe was born not on the Eretz Canaan, on the borderline. It's very interesting because Yocheved is the one to make the connection between Mitzrayim and Canaan. The children are what? Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam. They are the ones to take out. Therefore, it has to be on the border to connect. Once it connects, it connects. When they got Sifyon, and the children of God, Sifyon, Chagish, and Sifyon, Eli Baradi Bar Eli, okay, when they Asher Yimna, Vishwa, Ibriya, Veserach Achotam, their sister, when they Biriya, Chevre, Merkel, these are Ben Zilpa, Ashenot, and Lavan, and Ashenot, and Lavan, and Lavan gave to La Bito, but they did La Le'avo, Shesh Nefesh, 16 souls. Ben Rachel, Eshed Yaakov, and Eshed Yaakov. Here it says Eshed Yaakov. Why? Because no nemar bain Eshed Rashi, Rashi to Igaro Shel Bayit. Rachel was Igaro Shel Bayit. Yosef Binyamin, Vayival Yosef Beresraim, Zayim Ashiyot, Asat Bat Potibra Yebers, Kohen On, Men Asher Ephraim, Ne Binyamin, Bela, Babecher, Veshbel, Gira Binaman. Binyamin had 10 children, and all of them called according to his brother. It says Bala, Bela, Bala, it was Walon, Becher was Bechor, the Ashbel, it was Asher, Gira Binaman was Naim, Achi was Roshi, and was my Rosh, Chubim Betubim, Chubim. I didn't see Schupa, I didn't see my Chuba, but Erd and Iberda. These are 10 children. He called them up with the name of Yosef. Ele ben Rachel ben Shachar, Ashur al Yaakov was born for Yaakov. Kolevish Darbasa 15. When they children of Dan Pushim, when they Naftali Yachzel Begonim Tzeveshinem. These are Ben Leah Hashanat and Laura Chabeto. But and she bore El Yaakov, Kodesh 7, Kodesh Habal Yaakov Mitzrayim, but Jericho comes out from his loins, Vilevad Neshe Ben Yaakov, besides the Noshim, aside from the Noshe wives, Kodesh 66, when Yosef Ashur Dan Mitzrayim, 2 children, Kodesh Ben Yaakov Abba Mitzrayim, there are 70 Nefesh that they come in Mitzrayim. Now, what's the significance of that? What's the point of Shiv'im Nefesh that is being said over here that they're going to come to Mitzrayim? In other words, there's a passage in Torah. Torah says that Baruch Hu, in the Parashat Ha'azinu, Hashem says that Hashem puts Gevulot Amim K'mispar Bnei Israel. Right? Put Gevulot Amim K'mispar Bnei Israel. Put the borders of Amim like the counting of Bnei Israel. And Rashi says, what does that mean? Rashi refers to Banachel Yom Goyim when he approached the Elim B'Afrud bin Adam and he separated them. Yatzel Gevurot Amim. He put the borders of the nations in Mitzvah Israel to the Mitzvah Bnei Israel. What is the border of nations in Mitzvah Israel? Rashi in Mitzvah Bishvil Mitzvah Bnei Israel Shatin Lassen Bnei Shem. Mitzvah Shivim Nefesh Bnei Israel Shor to Mitzrayim. Yatzel Gevurot Amim Shivim Lashon. Because of 70 that they go to Mitzrayim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu put 70 nations in the world. What does that mean? That means to say, Parashat Bereshit is a sefer that the Bereshit has to come to an end. Bereshit has to come to a Tachlit. What's Bereshit? Essence of creation. essence of creation comes to a tachlit when we have the Kahal Israel. How are we going to have Kahal Israel? From 70 people. These 70 people that are going to Mitzrayim like a womb. In Mitzrayim, we're gonna make the Kahal Israel because Am Israel comes in Mitzrayim. Now, just like we have 70 people in Kahal Israel to build up the nation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, according to each one of them, we have one culture, one nation. Every nation is the shlemut of one of them. And Kahal Israel, we have all of them together. Now it's very interesting that some of the count is ladies. We have some cults, some countries that by definition, they have the characteristics of the feminism. They got it, let's say that they are Sarach or they have Dina, these countries that are connected them, since these countries are Nekeva, they would have the behaviors in Scotland or these places that they were scared, and they have the behaviors of the ladies because this nation representing all of this. It's very interesting. Machshava this. Rabbi Yehuda shal lefanav Yosef, and he sent Yehuda lefanav in front of him El Yosef lehorod lefanav to oversee in front of him Goshna vayavu arza Goshen. Here we have the malchut of Moshiach of Yosef and Moshiach Yehuda coming together. Yehuda shal lefanav lehorod. Why did he send Yehuda lefanav lehorod? Rashi says to make the Bet HaMikdash, to make the Mashmam Torah. כי דאגו לפניו למקום להורות יחד שם לפניו קודם שיהיה שם וזה שם להורות לפניו דאגו לבית המקדש ותלמוד שם תצא הוראה. Because the Jew cannot live in a place that there is no Torah. ויעשו יוסף מרכבתו, יוסף tied up his מרכבתו והיה לברד ישראל, he went to see Israel, אביו, גושן to Goshen, וירא אליו, and he appeared to him, ויפול על סבריו, and he fell on his סבריו, ויבך על סבריו, or and also he cried and said, Yosef nir el aviv, vayif savara yod, lashon harbot bechia vechim. In other words, they say that he cried a lot. Aval Yaakov lo nafal savara Yosef, v'lo yashcho, v'am rabotin shoyach, v'le shema. Yaakov was reading Shema. Now what? Ha'oseh mitzvah patur mitzvah. Why should you say Shema right now? Let's kiss your son and then say Shema.
Thanking Hashem.
Mepharshim say there is a din that a person should be mikabel malchut shamayim in any minute of his life. Now, a person really devoted to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the most joyful moment of the life that he has is Shema. In that moment, acceptance of malchut shamayim is a different acceptance. It's a different malchut. It's a different Shema. Different achdut of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even in the most joyful moment, I meyached HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I say Shema. This is the greatest mark of a Jew. It's the greatest mark of Yaakov. Yaakov was waiting for that moment, that joyful moment, not to kiss his son. To use that moment and to meyached Shem Shamayim. No. Vayomer Israel said, Yosef, amutu apam, I can die. At this time, after that I have seen your face, you're still you are alive. Yosef said to his brother, my brothers and also my father came to me, and they are shepherd of the son, because they are herdsmen. With Sunam, Avraham, and the sheep and the cattle and whatever that they brought, and if it happens that Pharaoh summons you, I said, what are your occupation? Should tell him we are the herdsmen, sheep. From our youth, our fathers, in order that should say this question, if you say we are herdsmen, we do with the cattle and cow. Therefore, cattle and cow, they worship them. About Mitzrayim Koroetzon. It's the abomination of Mitzrayim. We will herder the stone flocks. Because therefore, this way you're going to say this question. But if you say they're going to do other things, he will take you for his malchut. Yosef came with Paro. Avi v'achai v'tzonam. My father and my brother Sunam u'garam. The sheep and the cattle. با به ارث کردن دیگه را ارث کردن به هینا من را به ارث کشتن مخص اخاب and part of his brothers like خمیشه اناشین 5 people و یسیم لفنه پرو and put in front of پرو. Now who were these 5 people that he took? Mixed اخاب راشی می نپه خوتیم شه با me always is excluding me means what me excluding not from the strong one from the weaker one. لگیبورا شه نیریم گیبوریم نشون چه میاره اوتام گیبوریم یا اوتام انشی میخوام تو. Because if he would have taken the stronger one, he would take them as a warrior. Reuben, Reuben, Shimon, Levi, Yisachar, Benjamin. He took Reuben, Shimon, Levi, Yisachar, Benjamin. اوتان شروع کفر موشه شموتان به چه برخام. اول شمو در گیبوریم کفر. وزول یهودا، قول یهودا. What did that Moshe didn't kafal? They were the Chalashim. But the Kippurim, he said that. Okay, this is machloket. You have paro lecha, paro said, "Ma ma'asechem." What's your calculation? Yomru el paro this paro re'et son avadecha. We are shepherds of the son. Yamanachnu yamavotenu. We are our fathers. Yomru el paro and el agur baris one. We came to dwell in the land. En mirel ason asher avadecha because we don't have pasture for son avadecha. Kicha vedara bereskinan because the famine is severe in Ereskinan. And now Yeshvuna Abadecha, your servant should stay, should dwell in the Eretz Kavushin. Yom Parul Yosef Lemorsein, Avicha Vayecha Ba'uelecha, your brother and your father came to you. Eretz Mitzrayim Lefanecha, the land of Mitzrayim is in front of you. He b'metav ha'aretz, in the best part of the land. Yoshev et Avicha v'terecha. You should settle your father and your brother. Yeshu Beret, you should settle in Eretz Kosher. V'im yadata yesh b'man shechai, and if you know them that among them there are men of capable, the sometimes Sareh Michne, and you should put them the chief of livestock, Al Asher Livad Vedada. Wherever Yosef Yaakov Aviv, and Yosef brought his father Yaakov, Yamidu Lifnei Paro, and stood him in front of Paro, Vayivarech Yaakov et Paro. And Yaakov blessed Paro. Okay. Now, what was the concept Rashi? Vayivarech Yaakov hu Shilat Shalom kidei now from this place, Yomer Paro Yaakov, Paro told Yaakov, Kama yemeshne chayecha? How old are you? Yomer Yaakov Paro yemeshne megurah mishloshim achana 130 years me'at few and ra'im and bad. How yemeshne chayei was the years of my life. And it didn't reach the days of the years of my fathers, bimei megurehem, and time of their dwelling. Vayivarech Yaakov Paro, and Yaakov blessed Paro, vayetzem lefnei Paro, and he went out from Paro. Now, here he says that Vayivarech Yaakov keder kan iftarim lemishtarim v'avram uma beracha baruch shalo nilus raklav efishen eretzayim shote megesham ela nilus ole mashchir berato shel Yaakov ela choya Paro bal yenosun mashchir Yaakov. Now from that time on the famine stopped because from that beracha shel Yaakov ela choya Paro bal yenosun ole narato Paro would come to Nilus and would come up for him. But even though that later on that made the Avodah Zarah, once somebody in Mefarshim said that Rashi says he has to give him blessing because of that was derech eretz. Sometimes you have to do derech eretz, whatever that is. Maybe people would abuse the derech eretz. It doesn't mean to say that you should not use the derech eretz. You should do whatever that practices you do. Now over here there's a debate machlok between Paro and Yaakov. What's the philosophy of life? Paro says that Yaakov is very old and he looks very old. He says, no, life is to enjoy, to have a good present, look good. But Yaakov told him that no, that's not the purpose of life. Life here is short and spiritual. Because here is a life of workshop. The Sichar is Olam Haba. Paro said no. Like people say that Olam Haba is here, Olam Haba is here. That was the debate in Torah here between Paro and Yaakov. What's the philosophy of life? Paro is saying that the person should enjoy. No, how old are you? Why you look so old? Okay. So old. No, But Chachamim, the admonish Yaakov, even though that Yaakov was explaining the philosophy, but still should not have said me'at v'rayim. Good that we are working for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but it's a joy, it's a pleasure. Say two people, they tell him, you should dig the mountain. One person will tell him, dig mountain is a punishment for you. In the sunshine, dig. One person will tell him that you dig, and beneath there's diamond. You could pick up the diamond, and you could support your family, give food to your family, you could help, you could do things. Both are digging the mountain, but the mood, the way that they do it is different. The one that he knows there's a jewel beneath, he does with the love, with dedication. The other ones, they were here also, you have to know there's a jewel beneath. You should not say did I. No, because of that, 33 years was diminished from the life of Yaakov.
33.
No, the Pasuk says, no, if you count, the letters that he says is 33, but we have to count Kamo Yemeshene Chayecha. They say, why do we have to count Kamo Yemeshene Chayecha? Because that Paro said, Yaakov didn't say. Why should his life be diminished for the letters that Yaakov said, that Paro said? Only Yaakov. He said, no. Since Yaakov presented himself so bad, so terrible, that enticed Paro to ask, how old are you? That in itself was a problem. A Jew always has to be good, presentable, happy, in a good mood, with happiness and joy. He took it very hard, the troubles on himself. He looked very old because of Yosef, because of the other problems that he had. That was the thing on him. Yosef settled his father and his brothers and gave them Achuzah B'Israim, the possession in the land of Israel. B'met Avaretz, the best part of the land in Eretz Ramses. Joseph sustained his father and his brother and cool house of those father. Lechem, bread, lefi hatav, according to the children. No, according to children, is lot or is lot? Lefi asay lechov bnei betam. Is a lot or is it? It's a lot. Lefi hatav, because children waste a lot. Whenever that you have something with the children, velechem in bechol haaretz, and there wasn't bread on all of the land. Yichavet harav meod, because the famine was severely. But telah et Mitzrayim, and where he was, the land of Mitzrayim, where it's Canaan, because of Rav. Yosef gathered all of the money and himself in Israel, and found in Israel, where it's Canaan, with the grain, with the provisions that they sold, that they were purchasing, and Yosef brought Kesef, the house of Paro. Torah is made that all of the money, Yosef was in charge, that wasn't any corruption with it. And all of the money finished. Give us lechem. Why should we die in front of you? Because Kesef was finished. Give your livestock. They brought their livestock. Horses, livestock, flocks, and migneh. Habakar, cattle, and donkey, and thus he provided them with the bread in exchange of the flies, and that year. The year finished, they came, they came second year, we will not withhold from my master. The case was finished, and they got cattle and animals to our master, to give to my master, nothing left, before my master. Only except perhaps give our bodies and our land. Why should before you? Also us and also our Adamo. By us and Admatenu for bread. When we're going to be a slave for Paro. See, all is Mashiach ben Yosef. What does Mashiach ben Yosef do? Makes all of the world evet for Hashem. Everybody becomes flag of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We should give seed to us and the land should not be desolated. Vayigash Yosef et kol admatah Mitzrayim. Yosef bought all of that Mitzrayim, and Mitzrayim that was the empire of the world, means all of the world. The Paro kichmach ru Mitzrayim ishtadeu, because everybody sold his field. Kichas aleim arab, because famine was very strong on them. But he haris the Paro, and all of the land became Paro. Betam eviri tolarim, and everybody he moved from one city to another city. Now Rashi says, why did he do that? Yosef me'ir le'ir lezikaron shelaim otchele beres v'hoshiv ki irzu bechaverta. ולא צריך כתוב לכתוב זאת, אלא להודיע שבחו של יוסף. פעם שלישית, שנתכוון להסיר חרפה מלאכים, שיהיו קרבנותם גילויים. In other words, he made them to move. Why? He wants to show the praise of Yosef, because Yosef didn't want them to call the brothers, you are foreigner here. He said, what? You are foreigner here. Because everybody moved. That shows the praise of Yosef. From one end to another side. The land of the Kohanim didn't buy. It was a rule from Kohanim with Paro, and they ate their stipend. Paro, Alkenlo Machlud, understand? Vayomer Yosef, El Ha'am to him, Ghaniti. Now, why did Torah say about this chok of Kohanim, and they don't also is going to say, the Varshim say that Paro had such a rule that the Kohanim, the priests, those who don't pay tax, and he paid them, that they should do the Avodah. And here they say that the Kalvachomer to Kahal Israel. They should learn that they should maintain the Bet HaMikdash, they maintain Makom of Torah, because that's like the Paro had such a hasaga to keep the priest and to keep the church going. The Kahal Israel should learn Kalvachomer from Paro. That's Hebel Barik for nothing for us. That's why this Pesurim says. Vayomer Yosef said, El Ha'am, Hen Ghaneti Etchem Hayom, I bought you today with that Patem, the Alma Paro, Hey, Halachem Zera. This seed I give you, you plant the Adama, or you are Batubuot, and it should be when the crops come in, Untatem Chamishil Paro. You should give 1/5 to Paro, Barba Yodot Yelachem, and 4 parts for yourself, Leser Asade, Ulochlem, Ulashivatecha, Lechol Tabechem. For Mitzrayim, we get 1/5. This 1/5 that we have by Muslims nowadays says the Mokor over here. It's very interesting that Paro was with fifths. It's very interesting. 5 Semalot. You know, a lot of 5 in this parasha. We see a lot of 5 with Paro, with Yosef. But anyway, that's and he told, and he said, you give us life. That's Mashiach ben Yosef. Nimtzachen ben Adoni. May we find favor in the eyes of Master. That's the job of Yosef, Mashiach ben Yosef, to make everybody able, and then Mashiach ben David would come and take over. And Yosef put as the rule, till now, today, Al-Anmad Mitzrayim and Mitzrayim, the Paro lechomesh, for Paro chomesh, only the land of Kohanim alone, Paro didn't buy and didn't touch. Why? Again, the limit for us, that we should learn, just like Paro had a place for Kohanim, for priests, we should have a chelek and for Bet HaMikdash. Vayishtev Yisrael Beretz Chaim, and the Yisrael dwell in Yisrael Beretz Goshen, Vayachzu ba, and they acquired the property in it, and they multiplied and fruitful in the land. They became multiplied and they take over the land, and that's the thing that here we are. Therefore, this parasha is basically talking about what Yosef is doing, and Chazal tell us that's Mashiach ben Yosef that is going to come, and the job of Mashiach ben Yosef is he has a favor. Everybody would love him, and he would be able to gather everybody together to make them agudo achad. That's like what was his dream. What was the dream? Everybody bows down to him. What does it bows down to him? It's very hard to put Klal Yisrael on one flag, under one flag. Therefore, the fact that he is capable of doing that, he is the one to put. That's why the Midrash over here says that the Malchut of Yosef is plowing, Bechor Shorohada is the cow, and Yehuda is the lion. Before Hashem say, what's the difference between cow and lion? Cow, Rov Tevot, Bekobach Shor. The abundance of crops is the power of Shor. Why? Shor plows. What does Shor do? Plows. What does plowing do, like you saw here? Prepares the land. Therefore, the job of Mashiach ben Yosef is to prepare the land. He has to put everybody together to mitiyached everybody. Once it's mitiyached everybody makes the yichud, Then Mashiach ben David comes and takes over as a harvesting. The crops comes and he harvests. Therefore, there are two jobs. One job of somebody to put people together. There is another job of the authority. The authority comes from lion. And that's why the Mashiach ben Yosef should die and Mashiach ben David should come. What's Pshat? The Pshat is that the role of Yosef would be terminated. Because his job is to put together. Once they are together, then we don't need him anymore. You understand? It's a job that has an end, has a sof. Right. That's why they say like Mashiach ben Yosef is like a heart, Mashiach ben David is like a brain. Heart needs a time while we have a goof, we have a body. We need the heart to coordinate, to put everything together, to put the physicality and neshama together. But once heart does its job and it's put everybody together, then we need the brain, the neshama. The neshama is Ramabba, is forever. That's for the time, that's forever. B'ezrat Hashem, you should be zoche to Meshichim soon.
Amen.
خاموش شد؟
ببخشید چرا یه جا میگه؟
تو کنم همونه، رمسی گوشه همونه.
شما براخشون اینجا؟
Yes, بخواب.
The brain is lying.
You want the camera?
The brain is lying.
فکر کنم یکی هستن استاد بچه.
تربیت
شروع کردن؟
آره، باراخوان گفتم.
باراخوان اینجا بگید. در هستیم؟
شدی؟
شما حرفت خوندید؟
من حرفت خوندم.
بخواب 10 برخواست هستیم با اجازه شما. 10 برخواست هستیم؟
نه یه برخواه کم.
من نمیدونم.
بریم مامان.
یه نفر دیگه تو؟
من بلد نیستم باشه.
Power off. For the plug.
Adonai Hashem Melech Yanenu Yivarenu Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevora Baruch Adonai Hamevora
Zakobor.
شما نه با کامرا نیست. نه thank you. We'll pass next time. من میتونم برم رو کامرا.
شب بخیر.
Has ready.
Yeah, turn it up. No, what camera is it?
You don't like being in camera?
I'm a very shy person.
Can I bring you some tea?
No, thank
Green
you.
tea?
No, thank you. I'm good. I wouldn't mean to kick you out, but...
It's alright, no, it's 10 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you very much.
میکروفون داره میفته ازش مثل. Thank you.
Thank you.